Well, hello there, YouTube friends. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope your day and your week is going well. I have just absolutely loved the weather since the last time I've tuned in with you here. We've had unseasonably cold weather this week. That's how it is here where I am in the South. We don't have much fall. It's kind of like we go from hot, hell hot, to cold weather. In fact, we got down to 27 the other night. We've had nights in the 30s, tonight's in the low 40s, but man, I sleep like a champ. I don't use heat. I just pile the covers up, get under them, and sleep really good. Anyhow, today I want to talk about obstacles on a raw vegan lifestyle, how it's expensive, lack of fruit, and other things. If you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you go down and hit that red subscribe button now and come back and check out some more of my content. Man, I get questions all the time, through email and on Instagram especially, and it's almost like a panic. People will come, well, do you do this? Or where do you get this? Or I can't get this. And I'm like, I can't do raw vegan or whatever. And I'm like, a lot of them just are like a slap in the face. I'm like, whoa, man, where did you come up with that kind of thinking? They're probably watching some of their YouTube gurus out there that tell them all this bullshit about, towing the line and doing this perfect form of this lifestyle, which none of them are doing. None of them are doing. Like that video before last, stop educating yourself on this lifestyle completely through YouTube. Read a book, get some real solid knowledge on it. But yeah, no. I'm not one of those perfectionist type people. And I'm also not a throw the baby out with the bathwater. One thing we do the best you can. I'm going to start with that, and I'm going to probably come back and finish with that. You do the best you can on this lifestyle, and you make it work, or saying from a very famous man, is by any means necessary. I get asked all the time, and that's the main one, is organic. And they'll almost sound kind of guilty as they're asking me, like, I don't get any organic here. I can get very little organic here. What if I do this, this, and this, and this? And I flat out, matter of fact, type them right back. I'm like, sweetheart, I'm in Alabama. I'm not getting any organic here. And then that's when that's when those nose in the air types come in and go, you're not even doing organic. And they look down and they want to give me some shit, which ain't gonna work on me anyway. But it's like, my snarky side comes back with, oh, okay, so I'm not getting organic here, so I might as well do like the rest of the people. I might as well just hit the McDonald's drive-through, the church's drive-through, and just eat the standard garbage that everybody's eating here. No, we do the best we can, If you can get organic, always, listen, here's the final word ever from me on organic. If you can get organic, if it's affordable, if you can do it, if it's an option for you, always choose organic. Always choose organic. If you can't, you do the best you can. Maybe there's some stuff you can get organic. Maybe there's some stuff maybe you can't get anything organic. Maybe you can get everything organic. Now, I am not dismissing how important organic food is, and that is like a dream that I'm holding on to and working towards a specific place in Costa Rica to eventually get back to, and in that specific area, and probably others. I'm not saying that's the only place on the planet, just my place that I know, that I could pretty much eat fully organic there, and I would also be not just organic, but some of the best food on the planet, because I know the soil there and it's just so mineral rich. But until then, I will do the best I can, and that's just it. Also, when it comes to availability of fruit, yeah, especially this time of year, the mangoes have gone away, the watermelon is not around. The watermelon's around, but I just got to a point where I couldn't buy them anymore because the ones that are coming in now just are garbage. So it's largely bananas. That can get a little bit boring. But also, as everybody knows, I'm never making any bones about it on here. I'm not Mr. Pure. I don't eat 100% raw vegan. I fill in the blanks here and there. And I don't even think about it. Have been eating a lot of greens lately, though. I have been on a salad tear for the last couple of months. Eat a lot of greens. And a lot of times when I eat those big salads in the afternoon, I'll put some cooked food on the salad, like Brussels sprouts are favorite, broccoli, whatever. Another thing too, because people talk about how expensive this lifestyle is. The same thing I say about the organic, because sometimes the organic thing is either you can't find organic, or if you can find organic, it's very expensive. Okay, yeah, I can think of one place in Pensacola that's got organic produce. It's that place, Everman, that I go into. Love the store. Everything else in the store reasonably priced. I don't find the other stuff in the store to be whole food like price wise. But boy, you get into that produce section and it's ridiculous. I mean, I could pick up a couple of things organic every now and then, but it's just like, it's so expensive. God, I'd be spending $300 if I was totally eating organic out of this place. It'd be costing me $300-400 a week out of there. So you do what you can. You do what you can with the money. You do what you can with the availability. And that's another thing about this raw vegan lifestyle. Sometimes there can be a little bit of snobbery in there with this just holding on to, you have to be 100% raw. Raw is law. Cooked is poison. This is that. Okay. I'll step back for argument's sake. Let's say that is. Let's just say cooked is horrible, horrible, horrible. You should never be eating it. Once again, it's like, okay, but if you can't afford to get what you need eating all raw, then you do what you got to do. And I always just say, start with this. This is like, I always think like, okay, what if someday and it could happen. It could happen to all of us if things took a turn for me. And I just was like scraping, scratching, trying to eke out a way to get by. The most important thing for me, the one thing I'd try to hold on to and do no matter what, is plant-based. Whole food, plant-based. Start there. From there, I'd go whole food, and well, that's easy too because you're just leaving something out. Whole food, plant-based, salt, oil, and sugar-free. And when I say salt, oil, and sugar-free, I mean within reason too. And when I say I'm talking about sugar, I'm talking about processed sugar. I put a little Himalayan pink Himalayan salt and stuff from time to time. Not very often. Yeah, even myself, I will use a little bit of oil in something from time to time, but that's very far in between. So start with that. If you ever get to where money's an issue, start with that. Whole food, plant-based, sugar, oil, salt-free. Because, I'm not going to throw stuff under the bus, and I'm also not going to be not that I've got a lot of money, but I do have money to eat what I want to eat right now within reason, but I'm not going to be a snob. There's a lot of people out there just scraping to get by. Maybe you came to this lifestyle and you got a family, you got 3 kids, and most people are working to make this thing do. You do what you can do. Maybe you're living in just because you can watch YouTube, I don't assume that, you're rich just because you got some way to watch YouTube. There's people all over the world that are watching YouTube on gadgets or whatever. Just because they can watch YouTube, or if they've got a gadget or the means to watch this kind of content, doesn't necessarily mean they have a lot of money. And I'll tell you, after having lived in Costa Rica and traveled around a lot of countries in Central America, no, I didn't. I shouldn't say a lot of countries. I've really only been to Panama and to Nicaragua, but knowing the staples down there, beans and rice are a staple at a lot of places in the world. Now, personally, I don't eat rice. I don't eat a lot of rice. I'm not a fanatic on anything. I'm not going to sit down and go, oh no, I can't eat a bite of rice. I eat rice from time to time. It's just not very often. I just find like if I'm eating cooked starches, cooked carbs, I try to stick to potatoes as much as possible, sweet potatoes as much as possible. The occasional quinoa, but not even quinoa. I couldn't tell you the last time I've had that. Couldn't tell you the last time I've had rice, but beans and rice, that's a staple in a lot of the world, and that will feed you, fairly cheaply. I mean, most places you can buy in bulk. You can buy a bag of rice. You can buy bags of beans. Those are things you can buy in stock, and you can fill yourself up. And you fill in the gaps from there. You do the best you can. So where did we start? We started with whole food, plant-based, sugar, oil, and salt-free, and eat as much raw as possible. Eat as much fruit as possible. Eat as much fresh fruit as possible. Eat as much organic fruit as possible. Eat as raw as possible. I don't want to ever confuse you with what I'm saying here, like I'm throwing raw under the bus. I just don't want it to be this end all be all, this thing that's up on a pedestal above everything else. And there's a lot of whole food plant-based vegans out there that don't even care whatsoever about the raw. And there's a lot of them that are thriving. And I'm just not into, you're never, never, never going to get a discussion from me on the raw versus cooked. Been hearing it for 7+ years. I got tired of it after about year 2, and I'm just like a live and let live person. I'm not going to preach at you. That's the thing. Everybody wants to go out and jump into stuff and tell people what they need to do. I'm just telling you, if you ask, which people come to me and ask, I'm never going to go watch somebody else's video or jump into somebody else's content or get in your cute little Facebook group and get into a discussion on cooked versus raw or any of this elite type stuff. But I'll tell you what, don't poke the bear. Don't drag me into something like that, because I'll slap you, metaphorically speaking, you know. I mean, if you get into that elite, you know, raw is law, got to eat organic all the time with me, and I see other people out there that feel marginalized, feel like, well, I can't do this, so I might as well not even try at all, then yeah, you're putting a dangerous message out there. So you know, there's obstacles, and you know, the other stuff, you know, maybe we'll get into that at another day, just the other reasons why you find it, you're not able to do it because of the food addictions or, you know, whatever. But just these things. But just in general, even with that, just do the best you can. Put one foot in front of the other each day. Move forward each day. Don't worry about being perfect each day. And just lighten up a little bit. Listen, however I've been eating, I've eaten a little bit like this, a little bit like this over the last 7+ years. I still feel great all the time. I have good digestion. I have good elimination. I usually go a couple of times a day. Just got back from the gym, got plenty of energy. Oh, you're not getting any protein, you're this. Well, how do I go to the gym? How does my bench press go up a little bit? Now, I'm not into that. I'm not into getting all swole and getting huge. I'm just trying to, you know, maintain, stay tight and toned, get a little of my strength back after not having been in the gym for a while. So if I was all this protein deficient and in bad condition, I wouldn't be able to go in and work out with energy like I do. I wouldn't be able to go through my life like I do. So make this thing a fun thing. Enjoy what you're eating and don't stress out on it so much. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. I always enjoy checking in with you, especially now that I'm not doing daily videos anymore. If you like this one, I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. And I'll probably see you here again on the weekend as usual. Y'all have a beautiful day. Peace.